Good afternoon, grade 11 entrepreneurship students. Today we are going to enter into a field where you will be practically trying to understand about the real facts about business world, right? Till now what you have learned in the so far units, that is unit 1 and unit 2, is just a vague idea about what are the personality kinds, how motivation is important. You saw the case studies of Karsan Bhai, so many people, right? The latest case study that you saw in unit 3 was about Nandita Bijor. Then we understood about the personality traits, the 6 kinds of people that exist in the world. The motivators, the go-getters, the trailblazers, the authoritarians, the managers, all those categories of people. Now in today's class, we'll try to understand about business idea. Why are we learning this? See, one thing is, first of all, to do a business, what is more important? Of course, money is important. All those things are correct. But the most important thing is you should know what business you want to do. You want to do chocolate business, biscuit business, textile business, stationery business, electronics business, what you want to do. Have a clarity. Business is not just a joke. Not everybody can able to become an entrepreneur. Accepted the fact that even an uneducated person, if he has entrepreneurial abilities, he definitely ends up becoming a very successful entrepreneur. But, remember, it's not everyone's cup of tea. What's more important is these people had a better idea. Those people who are successful entrepreneurs, just to think about them, they had fantastic ideas coming up. Even though they launched their product in existing business only. See, textile is not something new. India had textile business even before Reliance came. But still how they are very successful? Because of their innovation, something new they bring about it. So, we will try to understand the significance or importance of business ideas. For any business to be successful, the idea about the product or the service to be launched is very important. So from where this idea comes? There are certain misconceptions or myths or misunderstandings related to ideas. We will try to understand misconception and what is the reality. The first one, great ideas appear from nowhere. This is a joke. This is a joke. If entrepreneurship is there in your DNA, if it is there in your blood, sit and meditate. Suddenly God will appear and God will give you the idea what business to do. Is it a joke? Will it happen that way? In reality, do really gods come down and tell you that, hello, I am Lord Shiva, I am asking you to do this. Is it going to happen? No, students, it is not like that. Great ideas need a systematic strategic thinking. A lot of brainstorming process happens. Right? It doesn't happen just like that. मैं एक दिन ऐसे ही बैठा था, I was sitting on the rock and looking at the nature. Suddenly I got an idea. I think God gifted me that idea. It doesn't happen like that. Yeah, it happens only in movies. In reality, it requires a lot of systematic and structured thinking process. A lot of process is involved in generating the ideas. In reality, practically people do a market survey, a systematic analysis of trends. There are a lot of concepts associated with generating ideas. How to generate ideas in your mind, how to inculcate entrepreneurial ability inside you. There's a lot of process. It doesn't happen just like that. So the first misconception is great ideas appear from nowhere. That's a wrong concept. Ideas require a systematic and structured thinking process. It doesn't happen like that. Second one, there are no illegal. It's not illegal. It's illogical. Sorry, this is a wrong thing. There are no illogical ideas. This is just a stupidity. You should be stupid for some time. Illogical ideas should also be there. Sometimes it proves out that those ideas that you thought that are not going to work out, ultimately work out. Ultimately are in the real world very successful. Very happening ideas. Right? So I'll tell you, there are no illogical ideas at all. Illogical, why? Because people believe that if I discourage someone, if he gives an idea, if I get an idea and I myself discourage me, this idea is not at all good. This is not good at all. It is illogical, it is stupid. Then it is like depressing. It is not depressing. Accept the reality. Accept the fact that you made a stupidity. Only then if you correct your mistake, you will be able to bring about a new idea or a better idea. If you are not ready to accept your failure, or if you are not ready to accept that you gave a very blunt or a dumb idea, how will you generate a better one? How is it possible? So it is absolutely fine. You generate 20 ideas and out of it see that which one is best. Write down all the 20 ideas that you are getting. Suppose tomorrow Gagan wants to do business and he is writing down. I am thinking that I am capable of doing textile, chocolate, biscuits, stationery, furniture, woodings, furniture and fittings, and then I am capable of starting off my CA firm. So many businesses he wrote down, and he has written some stupid businesses also in that. Maybe one of those businesses become a trend in the future, and then they rule the market. Who knows? Right? Who knows that it won't come back? Life is a circle. Life is a very big vicious circle. It will come back. The leggings business that we are having in a boom now, many people you will find in the textile industry, legging business is a happening business. Let it be in Bombay or let it be in any metropolitan city. It's just happening business. But it was so considered that in 1980s and 2000, सबसे घटिया business idea था. But is it so now? Is it an illogical idea? No, sometimes those things that are not suitable depends upon the time, the period, right, and the right amount of industry knowledge that you have, right. The third one is the customer only will tell you what to do if you only listen. Sometimes the customer gives you feedback. ये अच्छा नहीं था product. Probably you stitch it, you have a tailoring suit or an interior designer office, or you have any kind of products like chips, chocolates, or whatever it is. The customer says that he didn't like the product because it was not satisfying to him. These are all the flaws. Okay, listen to the customer, very good it is. Take the feedback, appreciate the customer, promise him that you will improve the product, no harm in it. But don't simply believe that customer will come, he will give the feedback, I will note down the feedback, then I will improve. First of all, before going to the customer, only improve. You know, he is not going to give you a second chance. The market is filled with competition. He is not going to come back to you and buy your product because he disliked it. Why will he come back and buy the product again? Suppose I bought a LG television and after buying and it worked for a week and it did not work after that. Constantly it is getting repair work. It needs servicing. I gave a feedback to LG that it is not working properly. You really believe me that after 8 months or 9 months when I want to scrap it out and buy another, will I go again with buying LG? I will research the market and buy a best one because I am not going to invest 1,50,000 on a television again and again. So you need to believe that. Don't wait for the customer to tell you what to do. Understand the customer in advance and do according to his needs. That is called entrepreneurship, right? So we can generate the ideas we will ever need if we sit down in a meeting. Very good thing. Group discussion is a very good thing. Yeah. Like-minded people sit together, talk, have a cup of tea, sit in a cafe coffee day, or sit in a classroom, or sit in a place where you are very comfortable, discuss with your friends, try to understand their point. You have seen this political discussions happening. Who is best? That party is best, this party is best. They feel as though they are the only voter in the country. Those 5 people who are discussing. Like that you can discuss about business ideas. You really believe that business ideas will happen just like that in a half an hour discussion inside a sitting room? Is it that easy to generate an idea? Then the market will be filled. एक घंटे बात करने से अगर if you are able to generate an idea, then what is the damn thing about market survey, market research, customer analysis, customer relationship management, so many concepts, value chain, so many concepts are related to generating ideas. It's not that easy. एक घंटा बात करने से आइडिया आ जाता. महान आत्मा हम सब. You should not believe that if I sit somewhere for some time and talk with my friends, suddenly I will get an idea. That's a joke. That's not a business idea. Right? The next one, great ideas aren't a problem, but implementing them is. Yes, people believe that ideas can happen, but to implement the idea is a difficulty. Not at all, students. If you are able to have a fantastic idea, you have done the market survey, you have done the market research, you have found out the pros and cons of the product, you are able to analyze whether the product will be a hit or will be a flop. When you have done all those things, you must have filtered unwanted things. You eliminate unnecessary things. Simply, I have 20 ideas, all the 20 ideas I will start. If you want to start all the 20 ideas, how it is possible? How you will allot time, energy and effort? How you will allot it? Stick to one. First you write down 20 ideas. In the 20 you select 5. Then from the 5 you select which is more suitable. Then do a market research, market analysis, trend setting process. So many things are involved in it. There are professional people who will give you the technical data related to it. Right? Professional trend spotters are there. Take help and assistance of them. Then establish a product and then launch it. Why you want to implement all the 20 ideas? Even if you have so much of money, why you want to implement? Will you be able to give time? Will you be able to focus on one thing? Always remember, one thing at a time, that done well. So this is implementation is not a problem. You are thinking of idea is the problem. When you thought about idea, unwanted things and all, eliminate. Do the filtering process, do the screening process. Clear? So with this, the misconceptions and the realities related to idea generation is done. How business ideas come. Tomorrow's class we will learn elaborately about how the business ideas are generated in real life. These are all the not the ways of generating idea. These are all misconceptions. What are the actual ways of generating ideas? In tomorrow's class I will help you know, right, how to generate ideas, right? So these are not the methods or not the thing related to idea generation at all. Those things that are related to ideas in business we will be learning in the next class, right? So just to quick conclusion, great ideas appear from nowhere. ऐसे चुटकी करने से, भजन करने से ideas we will not get. It's not a possibility, and it is a false notion that illogical ideas do not exist. The customer will come and tell you what to do, after that you do, and then if we sit in a room and talk with our friends, we'll get good ideas because we'll be sharing, we'll be talking, and then the ideas are easy but implementing them are difficult. All these are not real factors associated with business ideas. These are not true. Clear? So thank you and have a fantastic day.